There are a lot of things you can do to promote healthy team building. And one suggestion might be a very simple thing. Each week when you meet, have a different teammate try and run the meeting as they would in their own culture. And explain what's happening to each of the team members so they can see and they can understand it. The Japanese, for example, don't like taking formal votes because that's too direct a form of communication. Instead, as they listen to each other, they realize they talk it through and they start at places of difference and they disagree with each other. But after an hour or two of hearing each other, they've come to the same spot and they can tell they're all together and they know what the decision is. If they vote on it, it ruins the sense of companionship, the sense of harmony that's there. And it's a demeaning thing. It's almost like telling a child to obey 3 times instead of just once. And so for them, that type of vote just gets in the way of what they already know the answer is. And so a lot of times American missionaries working in Japan will say, well, when were they going to make a decision? And the Japanese pastor will say, well, we made 5 decisions at this meeting. Didn't you hear them? No, I didn't. So exercises like that where you get to know various members of the team, where you begin to think, how can I behave differently on the team? And the team has to adapt a type of team culture. And that can be done through negotiating, but often if you're working in a country, it's probably best to adapt as close as possible a team style that fits the local culture. So you're not acting one way at home, one way in the team, and yet another way in the culture, but instead it's one way at home because that's where your heart is, that's where you're most relaxed. One way in the team, but a parallel way in the local culture. And if they can operate as a team in the local language, putting the non-native speakers at somewhat of a disadvantage, I think that's a healthy way to approach it as well too. And if 4 of your teammates only speak English, then the sooner they can be brought into speaking in the local language in a way where team meetings conducted, the more effective they'll be. But if they keep speaking English in the team and you've got nationals for whom English is a 2nd, 3rd, or 4th language, it's privileging the expatriates in ways that make it harder for the nationals who might need the most significant voice to have a significant voice in the team meetings. Even if their English is excellent, you're still operating in a 2nd language, and that can be a challenge for anybody.